I did play in New York with an orchestra, and that was the American Symphony Orchestra, which Stokowski used to conduct.
Hmm.
Leopold Stokowski. That
Hmm.
was his orchestra. And I also went there to an audition, and he also surprised me with many things on the job. And I stayed with him, although he used to fire people every 2 weeks. He was a very rough man with the musicians, but I learned a lot from him. This is one other man that was my role model, not insofar as behavior with people, but insofar as being a great musician, learning from a great musician. Uh, it was endless what I learned from him. And I looked up to him up to this day. I benefit from what I learned from this man. So he was one of my role models. It would be funny for some musicians to hear that because he was not liked too much. But he was amazingly good to me because when I needed that concertmaster when I needed to accept that concertmaster job, I had just signed a contract with Stokowski.
Oh.
So I mentioned it to the manager. He didn't even want to hear. Was so afraid of Stokowski. He didn't want to hear about. I don't want to know anything about it. Don't talk to me. So I figured, what can I lose? I'll go to the man myself. So I went over to him and I told him, Maestro, I don't know how to put that to you, but I just got an offer for concertmaster with the Moiseier. And obviously the reason I came here is because I wanted to be here. But I would appreciate very much if I could be here after I come back, because I must take this job. It gives me a chance to play solos.
Hmm.
He didn't think for a moment. He called over the manager and said, see what you can do with this gentleman. And it was in the middle of rehearsals for a concert already. In other words, they were planning for me to be part of that concert in Carnegie Hall. And I all of a sudden said no. But he was very nice, he let me go. Nobody ever wanted to believe me. So my stand-partner told me, you are true. So it turned out that as soon as I came back, I don't know how he found out about it. As soon as I came back, this manager that was so afraid and gave me a hard time called me to do the next concert.